Hey, my name is Lucas.
And my name is Jacob.
The Bro Show Podcast. Welcome back to the Bro Show. How y'all doing?
Hello, we actually got bought out by America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah.
So, right now we're going to play a clip of a boy slipping. And we're going to
roll the clip.
1, 2, just joking. Yeah. So, my name is Jacob, and that's Lucas, as we already said for the 500th time. And we're going to start this podcast talking about an awkward moment of the week.
Oh, yeah, we both,
Why did it feel like I was like Oprah Winfrey or something?
I know, like, here's a whole live studio audience.
Yeah, I felt like
Topics, producers.
Yeah, like someone was telling me what to say.
But usually, during the week, we wouldn't have an awkward moment since we both are just socially affluent. We can just deal with any situation. But this week, we both happen to have some awkward mishaps, so let's get into it.
Yeah, just like Lucas said, I want to dive deeper into that. Like, I usually never have awkward moments because awkwardness is something that you bring into your life, not something that happens on a coincidence.
Do you actually believe that?
I remember hearing a few years ago that you choose if you want to be awkward, and I do believe that because there is people that I've seen be in awkward situations, but they don't seem awkward, and they're just like.
But then that's almost more awkward. Like, say there's an awkward situation and someone's all chill about it. It's like, oh, that's even more awkward.
Or they just bring up the life of the situation. You don't need to be so awkward.
Everyone's so awkward right now.
Yeah, or just bring up the life and not even mention it.
Everyone seems like they always talk about awkwardness. Like, not as much anymore, but like in 2014, it seemed like awkward was the big thing.
That's what I was just thinking. Us talking about awkward seems like we're been transported to like back in the day.
No, but like in the 1800s, do you think they ever talked about awkwardness? Or back then, I feel like there wasn't awkwardness in the 1800s.
Oh, do you think there wasn't awkwardness? Because people had their own villages and stuff, so you knew everyone so well. Whereas nowadays, I go to Walmart and I don't know the workers, like actually know them.
Oh, yes, and you are awkward around them. Whereas back in the day in the village, you'd be like, oh, Stacy gets the vegetables from the forest.
Yeah.
So it's not even awkward talking to her.
I know, because it's just like, oh, I know her. She's like a sister to me.
Oh, yeah, that probably is it.
Yeah, I think we solved it. Okay, so my awkward moment of the week is, so I ordered Chipotle online. I got pickup. Yeah. And I said last week on the podcast, and that's the reason why I want to mention it, because I still love Chipotle and I still stand for everything. By the way, I saw a conspiracy theory about TikTok. No, about Chipotle.
Wait, what?
This is like a business
Is it another horse meat? Like how everyone says McDonald's uses horse meat. Do they use horse meat Chipotle?
No, this is like a business one. And it could be real, but it's, I guess, so apparently, I saw this on TikTok, so it was just a random person saying it, but they said that, you know how every few years Chipotle has an E. coli scale?
Yeah. They
said that they do that because then the Chipotle stock plummets. So then when it plummets, the Chipotle people are like, oh my gosh, we need to invest. And then they make so much money. And apparently from all the E. coli scales, they've made $495 million because they out like the Chipotle people invest when it's really down low and then it just goes back up again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
that'd be a smart business move. But then also, I just don't know if I believe it because I don't know if they'd be willing to put the whole reputation of Chipotle on the line for these E. coli scares.
Yeah, and the other thing about it is that I think it's illegal to do that.
Oh, it probably for sure is, yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't it weird how, like, the E. coli thing, like, even when it was happening, I was like, oh, I'm going to eat a Chipotle. Because, like, it didn't seem like that big of a deal because Chipotle just seems so trustworthy because it's so fresh and organic and, you know what I mean, just minimal. So I was like, oh, they didn't mean to do the E. coli, you know? But if, like, Wendy's had E. coli, I'd be like, oh my God, don't go there till 2030.
Yeah, it's so gross.
Yeah, but Chipotle, like, they're allowed to get E. coli in my mind.
So I was getting pickup and I waited inside because nowadays they have this little table that you just pick it up, but you don't need to tell anyone your name. And I was waiting there for like basically a whole hour. This isn't exaggeration, probably about 50 minutes.
Boo, just go up to the counter and say, where's my bag?
No, the thing about it is that I don't know if this is me being nice or me not standing up for myself because it was so busy. I'm not gonna interrupt these workers when they're just busy building burritos.
Wait, but you actually, even when 15 minutes passed, you weren't like, I'm going to go up to the counter and just say, hey guys, I have an online order. I don't know if I got lost or what. But you literally waited an hour?
Yeah, and just to let you know, I got there late for when my time was done. So like, I didn't get there
I'm
early.
actually surprised because when you told me this story, you told me that it happened. I thought you said 15 minutes.
No,
and
it
I
was
was like,
like
oh, that's not that big of a deal. But 50?
And this isn't an exaggeration. Like, this is the
my
real
God.
shit.
You were just sitting there?
Yeah, and the thing about it is that I was like so hungry this day. I was like, bitch, my stomach is like gonna explode. That's how I felt. That's how I felt that day. And then the worker that was bringing out the food finally, after like 35 minutes or something like that, I'm guessing, asked, oh, what's your name? And I said, oh, Jacob. And then I said my last, well, I guess you guys know it. I just said Jacob. But then they said, oh, I think that's up next. And then they came on again and didn't have my food. And then she said, wait, what's your order? And then I told him my order. And then she said, which is believable, I think this is what happened. She said, oh, I'm pretty sure someone must have stole it, because it was, at this point, I ordered it for like 5:45 and it was like 6:45.
Oh my
So,
God.
So I guess that what happened, and this is easy to do if you did want to do this, but don't do it. You could easily steal someone's
Remember how
mail.
we already have talked about this in a past episode, saying the society isn't as bad as everyone thinks because no one ever steals those to-go orders, but apparently they are stealing them.
So if you had to guess, did someone steal it or did they just innocently
Never
forget
the orders.
Yeah,
so definitely someone stole it. Maybe it was on accident.
And
I don't really believe anyone stole it on purpose for some reason.
But I literally got there 5 minutes after my order. So in those 5 minutes, someone just took
I know,
it?
swooped it. They probably go there every day at dinner time in the rush when everyone's so busy in the store and they just swoop a bunch of bags.
Yeah, because it was like, there was like a bunch of bags.
Oh, we need to find the Chipotle stealers. You know there's Chipotle stealers across the country who swoop in and take enough food for like a month.
Yeah, and
Put it in the freezer, meal prep.
And this is also ironic because we've said this so many times on the podcast.
Yeah,
the
no one ever
world
does
is so
that.
great, but it's not great anymore.
Yeah, literally. These online order places are getting burglarized.
But I did learn something.
What?
So basically, even if they say on the app, because it said on the app, just wait for your order or something like that. But I just realized that even if it says that, you should just go up to the counter
Especially
and
if it's been 50 minutes. How long? So if she wouldn't have communicated to you, would you have just left? Would you have gone through the line and bought it again? Or what would you have done if she actually wouldn't have confronted you?
I honestly think after 50 minutes, and I know this, I should just ask them for my order. I probably just would have left and went somewhere else. Just said, even though I paid for it already, like, it's fine, I guess.
Oh my God, that is so funny.
Yeah, but I still like Chipotle. It's still good.
It
They
is
did give
good.
me free chips and guac.
Really? Oh,
Yep.
so they felt bad for a full ass hour of waiting.
Yeah. Part of me was kind of thinking, like, should I milk it and say, I want another burrito too? But I was like,
But you're a patient person, because I remember I went to that same Chipotle like also a week ago, not the same day, but it was during lunch hour. And these bitches, they are in there for 5 minutes and they start getting so antsy and like looking around, like actually so mad. Like every time she brings out the bags and it's not theirs yet, they're like, oh my God. And then like they're like so annoyed. So imagine those people having to wait an hour.
oh,
They would literally
yeah.
break down the building, crush the windows.
Yeah, and also, like, I should have been more, even not even going to the front, but the person that was bringing out the stuff would, like, people were waiting by her kind of and saying their name, and I should have done that, but I didn't. but yeah, like, I feel like if other people in my situation, like, they'd actually break the window.
Oh yeah, they
Sure.
would have like tipped over the trash cans.
Yeah.
Thrown the guac everywhere.
Just gone absolutely crazy.
Well, that's an awkward moment of the week.
Yeah, that's my awkward moment of
I
the
actually
week.
had a very severely uncomfortable moment yesterday. I was going through a car wash. Jacob was actually in the back seat. My sister was in the side seat. I got a new car, and I didn't know how to put it in neutral. And for this type of car wash, you have to put it in neutral. And it was so awkward because I was like, oh, obviously that won't be a big deal. Let's put it in neutral. But it's
Yeah.
like that weird thing where like it's one of those where you change the gears by just like flicking this thing.
Oh
And
yeah, because it's like on the steering wheel.
And it was Sunday, by the way, so it was packed. The drive-thru was packed for this car wash, and then they said, "Okay, put it in neutral." And then I was like, "Okay." And then whenever I tried to put it in neutral, it would go to reverse, and then whenever I clicked it the other way, it would go to drive. It kept skipping over the N, and it was so awkward because after a while they said, "Put it in." They'd like scream, to get the point across.
Yeah.
They weren't even being mean, but they just thought I couldn't hear, so they just say, "Put it in neutral." And then like eventually they just said, "Just hold it down." And then I tried to hold it down, it wouldn't work. It was so awkward, sweating. Allie was trying to Google it in the
I
passenger
was
seat.
actually trying to Google it too, but I couldn't really find anything.
And it was so awkward because there were so many cars behind us, and I was like, maybe this car just doesn't go in neutral, and I'm gonna have to reverse. All these other people have to reverse, and like somehow this whole line of people is gonna have to reverse.
Yeah, one of the most awkward things about the reversing thing was this was the type of car wash where for some reason they had all these like twists and turns.
Oh,
so
yeah.
basically, if you couldn't go through the car wash, like no one's gonna be able to back out without crashing.
I know. Like, there was a
That's how
moment
it
where I was
felt.
just like, if this gets to like another level, I might just have to leave the car here and run away. And just deal with it later. You know what I mean? Like actually get out of the car and just say, "I'm so sorry," and just run away and be like, "I'll just check back in 6 hours and hopefully someone will have moved my car and like, everything will be fine." Because I just don't know if I can deal with it. But then I actually opened up the door and the guy was actually really nice and he was like, "Oh, it's not a big deal." And then eventually I got it into neutral.
Oh yeah, how long was this situation? Do you think?
It felt like 10 minutes, but it probably was like 45 seconds.
Yeah,
Or like 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Maybe 3. Because it did get to the point where it was like, I don't know what we're going to do. Cause
Yeah.
unfortunately, I just felt like such a dumbass because it was like, boo, if you don't know how to put your car in neutral, maybe don't go through the drive-thru of the car wash.
I know. In this situation, I like wish someone was filming us because I just want to see everyone's face. Because I know for me, I was sitting in the back seat. No one could even see me probably, but face beat us, but just trying to figure it out. Because first of all, like this car wash also like for some reason. This is obviously a huge one, and I'm obviously over-exaggerating. Gives me trauma, but I'm over-exaggerating when I say that. I'm over-exaggerating.
The workers are always kind of a little bit like, they yell a lot, But they have to get their points across.
Yeah, and like it's busy. I get it.
Because there has been because I even made a joke when we went in. I was like, "Oh, I hope I don't get yelled at this time." Because the last time I also got yelled at for some other reason. I think I couldn't I didn't know how to put in my mirrors, fold them in or something. But it was just so.
Also, I hate going through car washes like that because one of my mirrors broke one time. Caught on camera in Lucas's thrift store video.
Oh, yeah, you backed out of the garage and crack.
And I was too lazy to go to the automotive shop and like actually get it fixed the right way. So I just got glue for vehicles at Walmart and I glued it. And like you can't shut it now, but
Which sometimes if you do go through those the drive-through car wash.
I mean my car is so small that it doesn't really matter.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, those are awkward situations. Vote who had the more awkward situation.
Oh my God, should we do our announcement?
Oh yeah, this is our official pod announcement.
We have a bro show announcement. We're launching a Patreon.
Yeah, we're launching a Patreon.
If you don't know, it's a thing a lot of podcasts do. I was about to go into an ad. It's a thing that a lot of podcasts do, where it's this website and it's like a community. You get like extra benefits with the podcast. But the good thing is, before we get into it, if you don't want to join the Patreon, it's not going to affect you at all. You'll still be able to listen to the podcast.
Yeah, like
It's
I
going to
feel
be
like
completely the same.
I feel like we want to make that clear. So like on Tuesdays, like the audio and video is still gonna be available.
Yeah.
Like it's still gonna be the normal 40-minute hour podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nothing
on
will
those
change.
days.
But, so we're going to the tiers.
Oh yeah, so if you want to, there's 2 tiers. So like 2 levels if you
Of the
wanna.
Patreon. The first is called We're Bros. We are now officially brothers by law. For our brothers, we'll be providing the following benefits. First of all, it'll be $3 a month, and it'll include a Discord server where you can just chat with other bros, chat with us. You get
Yeah.
early access to the episodes ad-free.
So-
we'll be posting them on Friday, right?
Yeah, so we'll be doing them on Friday, then sometime during Friday they will be posted.
Yeah, so you get like 3 days ahead. We'll do live streams monthly where we can just chill. We don't even have these live streams. I'm excited.
It's gonna be like stoner vibes. I'm just joking.
But it's just gonna be chilling, live stream. I'm actually excited to live stream.
I know, like maybe we'll like have like crazy things. Like I don't really know.
I'm just excited to become like a Twitch person, but just for Patreon, you know?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
it'll be basically like watching a Twitch, but it's just us and like who knows how many people. Could just be two. For all we know, only 2 people might sign up, and it'll just be us and those 2 people in the live stream just chilling.
I know, like us and Brendan and Blina.
Yeah. Oh, I cannot wait for them to sign up. And then also you'll get a vote in polls and topics we cover on the pod. So that's We're Bros. Do you want to get into the next one? There's only 2 tiers.
So the next one is we're more than bros. So basically, we're like spiritually connected in a way.
Yeah, this is like...
If you really want to go hard, you can get this. It's $10 and you get everything from the previous tier. And then we have this Bro of the Week sign in the back of us. So...
Right. It's been Mariah Carey for months.
Yeah, but we thought if you sign up for this, we'll like put you in a raffle, and then each week we'll change it to a new someone.
Yeah, there'll be a new Bro of the Week, and if there only is one person who signs up, you'll be the Bro of the Week every week.
Yeah, I guess that's what will happen.
Back here, and then you'll get your. Some people might not want their photo up, so you can just tell us, like say your name's Kelsey, and you're like, I don't want my photo displayed. You can just say put a photo of Kris Jenner, but also shout out to Kelsey.
Yeah, also like I get it's embarrassing because this podcast is disgusting. I'm joking.
So well, you'll be Bro of the Week. A chance to be Bro of the Week. I feel like everyone who signs up will be Bro of the Week at some point. Right?
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Yeah, or you'll get a shout out on the pod.
And then the next one is how we always say on this podcast, email us like stories and stuff because you guys always send funny stories. So if you subscribe to this, you can tell us your stories and like we will reply to them on Patreon. Then also I guess like it will be like ahead of the normal emails.
Yeah, just like we'll look at these first before the other email. Don't worry, we'll still look at the normal email for people who don't want to sign up. But these are just, well, even if you don't mention them on the pod, we'll for sure reply and like just comment on them. Yeah, what'd you say?
Chat. And then the next 2 are like when you're like, oh, I'm dropping the $10. Like, not joking. Like, yeah. I get why people are buying
launching
this.
An OnlyFans.
I know. I was kind of thinking, like, should we do OnlyFans instead? Like, not actually do OnlyFans type stuff, but just
the same Patreon. Because if you guys don't know, Patreon is sort of like OnlyFans, but for podcast people, right?
Yeah, there was a section on Patreon that said, is there nudity involved? But I'm assuming there's not going to be nudity.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah, so...
There for sure won't.
I know,
You're
I'm just
assuming.
joking.
There
that
for
was just
sure
a joke. So this is like when it gets really intense.
Yeah.
You get an unfacetuned photo of the bros every month.
Yeah. So it'll just be a raw photo, unfacetuned, like,
Should we
you know,
tell?
like Jacob's Instagram, like he hires a professional Photoshopper to like make every little pore look perfect. So like this will be selfies, no filter.
And should we tell them? This podcast is, we do put beauty filters on us.
Yeah. And sometimes when we do the podcast, if we're feeling gross, like we have model stand-ins lip sync what we're saying.
Yeah, and we're on the sidelines.
Yeah. And then last tier, the last benefit of the We're More Than Bros tier.
You get a music cover from us with no auto-tune every month.
Yeah. So the main thing is like Bro of the Week shout out and like priority access to the question submissions, but we threw in the unfacetuned photo and a music cover just because we thought those would be fun to do, and we don't really have an outlet for them at the current moment, so we figured we'd give it to these people.
Yeah, because I was thinking when we were creating this Patreon, because we've thought about it before, but we were like, I don't know what we do. But I was thinking like I do like singing as a joke, so why not make it a thing?
Yeah, you're going to just hear like, who knows? And then we'll probably let them vote on what we sing. Like, do you want us to do WAP or...
Oh, yeah, or like,
Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood.
So many options.
Yeah. And then they'll still get all the benefits from the first tier, like the early access and live stream and all that stuff.
Yeah, so if you wanna subscribe, follow, whatever you call
what's
it.
the link?
Patreon.com/Lucas Jacob.
Lucas Jacob, not Lucas and Jacob?
Lucas Jacob.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we can change it to
No,
Lucas and Jacob.
Lucas Jacob.
Okay, it's patreon.com/Lucas Jacob.
Links will be below, by the way.
Yeah,
and also, if you don't want to do it, not a big deal. You can just listen to the podcast and nothing will change. Not a thing will change.
Yeah, so like basically the main thing is you get early access ad-free for the first tier. And there's live streams and all that stuff. So that's the big announcement of this week.
Oh my
the
God.
podcast is over. Nah, I'm joking.
Okay, you know how last week we talked about McCamey Manor in Tennessee? The creepy haunted house where it could be 10 hours. They're allowed to rip out your teeth, give you drugs, and it's just terrifying.
Yeah,
and if you win, you get $20,000 apparently.
Basically, I'm mad we even mentioned it because I learned more about it after posting that episode, and now I'm just like grossed out even more.
What did you learn?
Just from emails and stuff, and just as grosser than we even thought.
Yeah, somebody emailed us that they live in Tennessee by it.
What?
Yeah,
Is this a catfish?
No, I think it's real. They said, "Hi guys, I was listening to your latest podcast, and there's a few things about McCamey Manor that I thought y'all might find interesting. I live in a little town in Tennessee that is really close to McKinley Manor. One of my coworkers went there, and she didn't last more than a half an hour. She'd only lasted half an hour in the haunted house because she said some creepy old guy breathed down her neck, and she was done for. Like, I didn't even think about stuff like that. Like, they probably make you think you're literally about to get attacked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and when I read this, it also made me think of like, I'm assuming somehow when you get there, they like find your deepest fears somehow,
Yeah.
and they do it.
Yeah, like, so I guess she only lasted half an hour because I guess the first thing they were going to throw at her was just, let's get a creepy old man to breathe down her neck and I don't even know, make it seem like he's going to kidnap her.
Yeah,
and
whatever.
I guess that worked. But then imagine if it went another half an hour, they're probably like, okay, that wasn't scary enough, so now what should we do?
We're literally gonna hang you from the vase above you, or something creepy like that.
They said, she said she didn't say if she had to wait when she said the safe word, but she said she wouldn't go back to McCamey Manor for all the money in the world. So even though it just sounds like a guy was breathing down her neck, it scarred her enough to never want to go back for any amount of money.
I can't believe someone went to it that I was about to say we know, but we don't actually know her, but like
we know
some
them by like,
association.
Yeah. They said rumor has it they've had to calm down in recent years because the police threatened them because the police got tired of constantly having to go down there because the neighbors thought somebody was getting murdered. So I think they had to tone it down a bit because neighbors kept calling the police because every day they heard someone getting murdered.
Yeah, and just like we said last week, all the noises that would be coming from
screaming, yelling. And then they said there's also a lot of speculation that the $20,000 prize is bogus. The man that owns it is just trying to lure people in there. I've heard that. So you have to sign a 40-page contract to go in this haunted house, giving them permission to do all this stuff. And I guess in the 40-page contract, it says there's no legal obligation for the owner to give you the money.
Yeah, because I read this or whatever, or we read it, and then when you said that there's no obligation for them to give you the 10 or 20, that ruins the whole thing.
I know.
I'm mad.
Maybe it's because I wonder why he put that in. Maybe because some people might just say like, "Oh, I lasted 4 hours, I should get it." But he's like, "Oh, you actually are supposed to last longer?"
But so basically, what the contract or what that is saying is, we aren't gonna ever give you the 20,000.
Well, no one's gotten it yet because no one's won.
But wouldn't they never give you it if they're not even legally
Also,
obligated?
I just don't believe anyone's ever gonna get it because it said that if you didn't listen to last week, they said they're allowed to give you tattoos. They're allowed to pull out your teeth, rip off your fingernails. Who's gonna last that? Once it gets to I'm gonna tattoo every part of your skin, obviously you're not gonna stay in.
Yeah.
So I just can't believe her coworker even tried to go.
I know, because that's just terrifying. It could ruin how you look.
Yeah.
Which, like,
is the most important thing.
I know. Yeah, that whole haunted house is just terrifying. And the tattoos and drugs is what scares me the most.
Oh, yeah. I'm just get drugged. But also, it turns out, you know how like everything's getting sexualized in 2020, it seems like? Just like there's so much sex going on everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess even food is like getting too sexual.
What do you like? I know eggplants and peaches.
Well, I know. I saw an article on this is 2fab.com. But
weirdly, I feel like I know what this website is.
I know, like everyone's heard of it.
It
you know
rang a bell.
But Facebook had to pull an ad because there was onions in the ad, and they were too sexual. But I looked at the photo; it's just onions. But I guess they said there was onions in a wicker basket, and it was just looked too overtly sexualized.
Where can I see the photo? Is it on the link?
I'll show you. I have the link. Wait. Why isn't it going? Oh, we're having technical difficulties.
Oh, wait. It's working on mine.
Look at the ad. It's just literally onions in a basket. But the real tea is that the AI flagged it because they said it just, even if it wasn't boobs, they said it looked too much like boobs and it had like nipple-like things.
It didn't even work, the link. But I thought it looked like a Balzac. I assumed it would look like a Balzac.
Oh no, it's just onions. You know, like onions have that little like the end.
Oh, so that's why.
Looked too much like nipples, so they had to take it down.
Oh.
Because they said like, yeah, you just can't put fruit in sexual positions.
So when you're creating an
Not
ad,
fruit. That's a vegetable. But,
so when you're creating an ad, you have to make sure nothing looks sexual.
I know, and you think about it, nowadays every food is sexual.
Yeah, what if
bananas look like dicks, apples look like boobs, watermelon, jugs.
What if you're promoting Stouffer's chicken enchiladas, but the commercial is them getting the enchilada and the cheese spreading, and then when they put it on the plate, it plops? Aren't people gonna say like, oh, that sounds like sex noises?
Oh yeah. So basically, they said like most time when you have food on Facebook now, you'll have to just describe it. You can't post a photo. I'm just kidding, but
wait. So what was the onion photo originally? An ad?
It was just an ad for Gay Seed Company. I don't even know what that is, but it was just literally onions in a basket. But I don't know if Facebook's commented and said like, we're sorry, but they did take it down.
I do feel bad for the onion owner.
Yeah.
Gay Seed.
It's just awkward when you do something that isn't sexual and then people accuse you of being sexual.
Oh, yeah. That can happen when you're talking to people. Like if you say, that was so good, but then they say, like, what do you mean so good? And it's like, the apple was good.
No, yeah, like back in the day when everyone said, that's what she said. It's like, what?
Oh, yeah. That joke was, like, I understand it now, but I feel like when people used to always say it, I never got it.
Oh, yeah, that's what she said. It reminds me of No Homo. Like the same era.
Same energy, too.
Yeah.
When would you say no homo? So, like, you're hugging your guy friend and you say no homo?
I think you just say, like, oh my God, that shirt's cool. No homo.
Oh, okay.
Or just say, like, you're so good at basketball. No homo.
Oh, yeah, because
basically,
it could be...
Whenever you talk to another guy, you had to follow it up with no homo.
Because it could be flirting.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, because, like, if you like someone's basketball, why, though?
One of the Bro Show listeners is now TikTok famous.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, they emailed us.
The dream, being TikTok famous.
Wait, should I give her TikTok? She said give her TikTok, but I feel like the stuff she talks about, she might not want me to give her TikTok. So should I just not give the TikTok?
Is it like bad stuff that she kind of talks about?
Well, she like talks about her boyfriend and like how he's kind of being a dick.
Oh.
So she want all of her TikTok fans to know about this inside tea about her relationship. I'm not going to say her TikTok name.
Yeah, because I don't want to make money off of this TMZ drama.
I know. So she said, basically, I recently went viral on TikTok and went from 42 followers to 13,000 followers in a few weeks. That is the cool thing about TikTok, though. Like, I feel like people can blow up on there, you know?
Yeah, like somehow the TikTok algorithm works in everyone's favor, it seems like.
Yeah, that's the weird thing.
It seems like you could have 5,000 followers than 50,000 in like a month.
I know. But they said, so I've been posting a lot more on my TikTok now that I actually have people watching. So like TikTok's kind of becoming like a big thing in her life, you know?
Yeah.
But she said, my boyfriend, however, seems to think I've been acting differently on my TikTok than how I act in person. He thinks I'm only posting things for clout and acting differently for clout as well. Overall, he thinks I go on TikTok and act like a different person. Sorry, guys, I have a stuffed nose. Which bothers him because he thinks it means I'm not like a credible person, I guess. Also, he says his mindset doesn't align with mine, and he thinks I'm wrong. He also posted shade towards me on his Finsta, which I guess is a fake Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
But he tried to say it wasn't about me, but I knew it was. The thing is, I don't act any different on TikTok. And if I do, it's all just for fun anyways. I don't take it too seriously.
Oh, yeah, with this whole, I just, Hoy and say it, with this whole acting different thing, even if she is acting different, it just is, that's like whole being funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like, even with YouTube, if someone says I'm acting differently, like, that's just me, like, I'm like trying to be funny.
Yeah, and she said, I don't know what to do because he is literally just wrong. I low-key think he is just jealous but doesn't want to admit it. He acts like he is above TikTok. But I know if his TikTok blew up, he would be enjoying it and posting it a lot too. And, yeah, let me see. But yeah, basically she just says her boyfriend's being weird now that she went big on TikTok. And all I gotta say is he is jealous.
Yeah, you can just through the email, through your text, you can tell.
Which is a red flag. Like you want to be with someone who's excited about your success. But if you start getting success and he starts trying to pull you down, that is just annoying.
Oh yeah, because then it could go with other things too. Like if you get a good job, maybe he'll be jealous.
Yeah, the whole thing is like I feel like he was all probably down for you to be on TikTok, and then you blow up, and all of a sudden he says you're acting differently. He said, by the way, TikTok's dumb. It's like I'm not saying TikTok is my life. It's just fun to post on there, and I have followers, so I'm obviously gonna post for them. Like,
yeah,
it sounds like he's just jealous. He's mad that you're getting attention, so he's trying to convince you that TikTok is dumb and that you're dumb on it, so you quit it and go back to. He doesn't have to feel inferior to you because you're TikTok
mad
famous.
for you.
I know, you should break up with him.
Yeah, I think you should just enjoy your TikTok fame.
Yeah, and he's just jealous and insecure, and he wants to keep you below him. So dump him now.
Yeah, like I guess if you want to keep dating him, you just need to tell him what's up.
Yeah, because his whole thing of being like TikTok's so dumb. It's like even if TikTok is dumb, like shouldn't she be allowed to post on it if she wants?
Oh yeah. That's the thing is that people are allowed to think TikTok's dumb, but you don't need to hate on others.
Yeah, it just sounds like he's a hater.
Yeah, just like that 6ix9ine song.
Yeah.
Sorry for mentioning.
You don't have to
6ix9ine.
jump in if you don't want, but you have to at least talk some sense in him. And be like, if you don't change him and expose you on TikTok.
Expose you on TikTok. I want to watch this girl's TikTok page.
I know. But yeah, thanks for emailing and congrats on the success, girl.
I know. I hope you keep growing.
This might be the next Charlie D'Amelio. You never know.
Yeah, even if you are the next Charlie D'Amelio, like if you're a TikTok famous and you watch the podcast, like what does that mean? Like,
what do you mean?
Like TikTok famous people are watching the podcast.
I know, celebs.
I know. Like I feel like I'm gaining clout from you. If that like when it's happening right now.
But I swear, I remember reading a tweet that it's so fun I even know this fact, but Charlie D'Amelio, didn't her sister try to make her quit TikTok?
Yeah, she said that. I watched the interview. She said that when they first started doing TikTok, Dixie thought it was embarrassing that Charlie was doing TikTok, and she's like, "You need to quit. It's so embarrassing."
Yeah, so maybe, who knows? I guess she didn't have to disown her sister, so maybe you don't have to break up with your boyfriend.
Yeah, because I'm assuming like back in the day, like 2 years ago when that happened, she actually was kind of like, "This is so embarrassing." But yeah, I don't know.
No, it seems like he's a hater though.
Yeah. What I was gonna say something. Oh, I heard that on April Fools. I guess so. April Fools this year, people said to they're gonna unfollow Charlie D'Amelio, and I guess she lost 2 million followers.
Wait, when?
On April Fools.
Oh, that happened last April?
It happened this April, and she had like 40 million, but she still has so many followers. So.
Wait, how many people unfollowed?
I guess 2 million.
Wait, really?
Yeah, but
just for April Fools?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that just brought back PTSD from the Fred days.
Oh yeah, didn't that happen to you?
Yeah, I remember while I was doing Fred's, people tried to start this movement to like, everyone's gonna unsubscribe to you on this day. And I remember I was so scared because I was like, oh my god, that day I guess everything's gonna end.
Did like 10,000 people unsubscribe?
I think like a lot of people did. I think it was like 50,000 or something. I don't even know. Actually, I have no idea. But remember like they were making
That's
this.
so annoying.
They were trying to make this whole
do that.
movement. Yeah, like on this day we're all just gonna unsub, so like he just falls down or whatever.
That's
and I was
so
like, oh my god, that
annoying.
sucks. That like that day everything's over.
It's so annoying because those people are just like I get the joke, but at the same time it's like, what are you doing? Okay, did you know 22% of men admit to not changing their underpants every day? I don't know why this article says underpants.
I don't like that.
I know, it reminds me of a cartoon when you're a kid.
This is from the Lad Bible. And then they also say a whopping 22% of men admit to not changing their undies. They go from underpants to undies.
Yeah, this makes me a little bit want to step away. There's another word for, people say it mostly for women underwear. What do they call it?
Panties.
Yeah, that word. That word
Panties.
just doesn't sit right with me.
It's such a funny word. Panties.
I just want to call it underwear, thong, whatever else, jockstrap.
So they said 22% of men don't change their underwear. So you know all the girls listening are like, oh, guys are so gross. But 18% of women confess to not changing the underwear either. So it's across the board. People are being nasty.
I'm not trying to be above
know,
these people, but I change my underwear every day.
I thought I was a gross person, but turns out I'm one of like in the top 80% of people who are not gross.
I also not trying to flex on you guys even more, but I've never been one of those people. Maybe there was a stage, maybe, but I can't think of a time. But like my room was so messy. Like yes, I have gross shit, but I don't have like clothes all over my floor.
I've gone through those stages. Remember when I first got a car too? Remember there would always be so much fast food in the back.
Oh, actually, I can't really flex on you because with my car, there has been times where there's like gross, like I got my charger the other day and there was gooey stuff on it. And I don't know if I'm ketchup or what,
but it used to be like my personality to like, oh yeah, get a bunch of fast food in the back. And I thought it was funny, but then like, imagine how much bugs and stuff was in there. Just half.
I feel like there isn't any bugs.
I know I never had a problem, but like I'd have half-eaten like tortillas back there. Just like I thought it was so funny to like trash the back.
It is funny.
But it was my personality from 16 to 20. But so this is a study. I want to be a part of one of these companies that does studies like this, by the way.
I know. How do you become one of those? Oh, you probably
It's On
joined...
by the way. On By. If any of you guys are like researchers, join the company On By because they do really important studies like this.
Oh yeah, because I was just thinking like there was this one place I remember where like you can like be tested for this stuff for like a bunch of different medications and that haven't been released yet, and then you get paid like $1,000. But
oh yeah.
But I guess like it depends how much you need the money because I guess it could have like you have to probably sign a waiver.
Even when Corona first happened, like I remember it said like you could get paid like $4,000 to get Corona.
Yeah, and I swear I remember hearing this was like years ago in school. One of my teachers telling me that there was a study where people got paid to lay in bed for 30 days to see what would happen.
I would never do that.
Yeah, because I just remember hearing that. But
would
yeah,
suck.
I wouldn't want to do it either.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they got paid like good though, but still.
I guess when you think about it, that's like a dream to lay in bed. But at the same time, like
the reason why I'm saying no is because like my body would ache.
Yeah.
If you actually had to lay in bed for 30
you'd
days.
be so bored.
I'm assuming you can use your computer, but still.
So On By surveyed 2,700 men and women to find about their hygiene habits. What do you think about? That's not even that many. That's not even that big of a group. They might have been these 2,700 people might just be extra gross. So for all we know, it could be way less.
But I'm assuming they somehow make it equal, right? Like they somehow, if they're doing like if they're doing like a city like Des Moines, they like go to every part of the city, every gender, every ethnicity, just all the stuff.
But they said of those who admitted to not changing their underwear each day, 76% of men and 69% of women said they turned them inside out at least when re-wearing them the second time. So yeah, they also said that 13% of men and only 4% of women keep hold of their old underwear for more than 3 years to get their money's worth. Which that part I kind of get. Like I mean I don't know how long I kept my underwear, but I don't like it said 40% of men and 54% of women replace them yearly. Like, I don't really have, like, a counter on it. It's kind of just like, if they start to get ripped and stuff, I'll just change.
Yeah, with my changing, like, throwing away my underwear, yeah, my thing is just, if it's damaged, then I'm obviously going to get a new pair.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on these findings? Like, are you grossed out by people, or do you think just go
flipping
off?
them inside out, that's gross. With changing them every 3 years, I don't find that gross. No, keeping the same pair for 3 years, that's not gross.
What if it's even a larger number and people just aren't admitting it?
But this is anonymous, I'm assuming. So.
But still, what if they just felt embarrassed in front of the researcher and said, I don't wear them every day?
Oh, yeah.
Secretly they did, you know?
I'm just grossed out because I'm picturing, like, the smell of poop in someone's underwear.
Ew, like, please just change your underwear every day.
I don't know. That grosses me out so much.
Yeah, I change my underwear every day.
Yeah, I
actually feel so proud to be, like, on the good side of this.
Yeah, and if the pants have built-in underwear, then I just won't wear underwear that day.
Oh, that's the best thing about like a lot of men's shorts.
Athletic shorts.
Athletic shorts, they have built-in underwear nets. You don't even have to wear underwear. Just wear the netting.
Oh, I love running shorts. They're just so comfy.
Yeah. Do girls have that? Do they have built-in underwear shorts?
I think it just like some kinds do. Yeah, but I think it's a thing with both sexes.
So yeah, there you have it. If you have 5 people in a room, one of them doesn't change their underwear every day. So keep that in mind when you're around people.
So kind of in a way, female and males are like men and women, like they kind of have the same amount because 22 and 18 isn't that far.
Yeah, they're both. I thought it'd be actually a lot more drastic between men and women. Like I thought women would just be way cleaner, but
Yeah, like that's what my mind goes to too. Like
Turns out everyone's gross.
I know there's no like you don't really need to be like, ew, I'm so gross because everyone's gross.
Yeah.
But you do see those people that just seem so clean.
Then those might be the grossest.
Oh yeah.
But also, I don't want to offend anyone because if this is actually true, these findings, that means, 1 in 5 people listening to this podcast don't change their underwear every day. And I just want you to know I don't judge you, and maybe email us your reasoning so we can understand it more.
Oh, okay, yeah. Here's my thing about when I have an opinion about topics like this. My opinion is, I change my underwear every day, and it kind of grosses me out if you don't. But at the same time, I've never lived a day in your shoes.
Yeah,
so
let us know in the comments below or the emails, why should we reconsider and wear underwear for more than a day?
Who am I to say change your underwear every day?
And who made these rules?
Yeah, like I'm just listening to what I hear other people say.
Yeah, literally.
I've never thought for myself about underwear. Have I? No.
You just listen to society.
I know. And that's my thing. And I love microfiber underwear, by the way. If you have my mailing address.
Microfiber underwear?
I don't know if that's exactly what it's called, but the one that's like for sports.
Oh, where it's like slick feeling?
Yeah, it's basically every underwear I have. But like it isn't cotton.
Oh yeah, it's like that weird like wet material.
Like dry fit material or whatever.
I get you.
I know, because I'm always just wet in my underwear, so it just dries so fast. Earlier this week I was thinking about laser tag.
That's just something that was just bobbing around your mind.
Yeah, this wasn't even really for the podcast. It just was one that I wanted to talk, I wanted to learn more about. Because there was a big stage in my life where I was obsessed with laser tag. Did that happen to you?
Yeah, because I think where we grew up, it was a really small town. So whenever you went into like a city, there was always a laser tag, and I was like, we played laser tag. But then I didn't notice that nobody ever wants to play laser tag.
Yeah, so I basically wanted to know the rise and fall of laser tag. Or like, I didn't really even find that out with my findings, but I just want to know, like, why was I obsessed with laser tag? But nowadays, when I think about laser tag, I'm kind of like, I'll go with, but I'm not dying to go. But I remember for my birthday, I was like, I want to go to laser tag.
Yeah.
That was just a thing.
What's wrong with me because I'm 27, but like laser tag still sounds fun to me.
It does sound fun, but not as fun as when I
noticed that
wanted
nobody
it for my
else
birthday.
ever wants to do it.
Oh, I have something that I never really want to do, but I'm down to do it. Escape room. I'm just, for some reason, always like, whenever I go, I just joke around and saying, oh my gosh.
It does sound fun in theory, but I just know, like, what if sometimes you just, whenever I've gone, I never take it seriously because, like, you know what I mean? Because you're with, like, a large group of people, so I just kind of, I'm like, other people are taking it really seriously, so I'm assuming I can't keep up with them, so I'll just kind of look around and poke around at things.
And then escape rooms are also, I get it. And,
also,
like,
I just don't like the
it.
vibe of being locked in a room. Like, I know that people will let you out, and, like, there's there's emergency buttons, but I just, like, being a claustrophobic person, I'm just like, I just don't want to be locked in here. Because, like, people have died and, like, there's been fires and people have died in them.
Liar.
It happened to, like, one person in England. I remember I Googled it. And, yeah, someone died in England because there was a fire and no one let them out.
That's sad.
Yep.
Since I'm, like, so productive, I'm like, why am I spending my time doing this? It doesn't help
No, but
anyone.
actually escape rooms sound fun because, like, it works your brain, prevents Alzheimer's. Worrying about that at my age.
Isn't there an app where, like, you, like, do something for 5 minutes each day and, like, it's supposed to, like, help your brain so much? I know that that's a thing. It's for, like, memory and stuff. And there's, like, circles and stuff that you do.
But I remember vividly, like, 4 years ago, I was visiting back to Nebraska from LA. And I was like, oh, let's all go laser tagging. And everyone was, like, acting like it was so dumb.
For real?
And you guys were literally...
I'm assuming I wasn't involved in that. Because
no,
4 years
you guys
ago...
were just like, no, like, I don't want to go. Because I remember I always said, let's go to laser tag because you guys used to live right by one. And you guys never wanted to go.
Maybe... I guess during that stage, I didn't like it. But there was a stage where I loved it. So basically the laser tag we're talking about is like when you go through a dark little stage like thing in those upper levels and you just laser people. And then how does it work? Like, do people win, right? People win and stuff. So basically I learned this on BigThrillFactory.com.
You're going to find the rise and fall of laser tag? So it has
No,
fallen.
this is a brief history of laser tag.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the first laser tag toys came out in the 1970s. So back in these days, like it wasn't like there wasn't buildings built for laser tag yet.
Oh.
I guess. So I guess with the rise of Star Trek I don't really know that much about it.
But that was lasers involved in
Yeah,
Star
there was
Trek?
lasers involved. So then kids were obsessed with laser tag.
Okay.
I remember actually during one of our Christmases when we were little, our little brother got a laser tag set, or me and my little brother, and our little brother.
It isn't the same playing at home, though.
Yeah, it's same. Like it was fun shooting Nerf guns and just like hitting someone's face.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
So in the 1970s, they sold toys, and it was that was a thing. And then also laser tag technology and military training. So I guess it actually, because in those movies how there's lasers everywhere and it actually kills people or something.
They did laser tag in military or just lasers from the buildings?
This is quote from Big Thrill Factory. Laser tag's infrared beam technology wasn't only used as a game, it was also implemented in military training. ... Laser tag engagement system was developed to help training soldiers help develop combat readiness. Okay, so unquote. So basically, is what we're saying, right? It was just a laser tag, but for military people to practice.
Yeah, I was also picturing, like, in the Toxic music video where there's that hallway full of lasers and you get to dodge them all. I'm kind of picturing soldiers doing that sort of stuff.
Part of me kind of wants to experience something
I've
like
done that.
For real?
Cause remember in LA there was this place that was like a kid's place, but they had an adult night where like you could like drink and stuff.
Yeah.
And I got to go through one of the laser tunnels. You just
That
like jump
sounds
over things pop
fun.
and like try to like just be. It felt like it was a Toxic music video.
I know. I feel like I've said this so many times, not on the podcast, but in actual life. Why don't those little kid places? Little kid places that have like bouncy pits and like all this other stuff. Why don't they like make adult ones? Because I love all that shit.
They did adult night.
But more people need to do it. We need to normalize making adult fun places, is what I'm saying. And then in 1982, there was an inspired Star Wars created the first scored arena-based laser tag game. So in 1982, the thing that we're talking about came to life. You could finally shoot laser tags in like an arena type thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's basically how laser tag came to be.
But they didn't go anything about it falling.
Well, because I think it just fell since I got a little bit older, but it didn't actually fall, like I guess.
Oh, I thought it actually was going to be like those Business Insider articles, like why are rollerblading rinks have flopped.
Oh no, I guess that was just me. I actually thought it had a rise and fall, but it's still doing great. And I do want to play laser tag again because, just because. And I like how there's 2 floors. I like the one with 2 floors. If it doesn't have 2 floors, I'm not joining it.
Didn't you do paintballing before?
Oh yeah, like how Dad somehow wanted to go paintballing. I don't know if he had like a discount or something. We went paintballing and it was years ago.
How did it feel when you got shot?
I remember it actually hurts.
Like, so how many times did you get... That's what I never have gone paintballing, but like, how many times do you get shot in a game?
I don't really remember how many times I got shot.
Did you have like bruises on your body and bleeding?
I think there's like bruises, but I didn't get to the point of bleeding. But I'm assuming like if they...
I'm just going off of the David Dobrik vlogs when he shoots his friends and they're literally bleeding.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of too. But
and they're like pretending to laugh, but they're actually so mad.
What the big story of that paintballing shoot was, our sister, we were in a game. This was like an outside game. It wasn't indoors. Our sister kept shooting someone in the game because she thought it was someone in the game, and she was like, might as well keep shooting them. This is fun. They'll never know it's me because we were hiding behind a tree or something. But it ended up being the worker, and then like the worker had to like actually was so mad because like so many paintballs were shot at him.
It's so annoying.
And the worker like kind of I kind of forgot, but the worker was really mad. Basically,
God,
is the conclusion.
Were they wearing like a different outfit to show that they weren't in the game?
Maybe they were, but we just didn't notice. And
that'd be so annoying working at a paintball thing because little kids would shoot you like that. And you'd be like, just if you shoot me one more time, I'm gonna kick you the F out.
Yeah, I just didn't really have fun, but it was years ago, so I kind of.
I actually don't think I'd ever want to do paintballing because like I don't want to actually get bruises on my body from a recreational game.
Yeah,
it just doesn't sound fun.
And plus, the paintball guns actually look like guns.
Like, how many times did you shoot someone in it?
I don't really remember.
And did you shoot anyone in the family just to be annoying?
No, I don't think we did that.
Oh.
I don't. Yeah, I don't have that much like insight about it.
So there was a TikTok moment. I have to know if this is fake. So this guy worked at Target, and somehow this is all kind of TikTok, which makes me think it was fake. But this guy works at Target, and then his fiance, who I guess they've been engaged to for forever, came barging into the Target with a wedding dress on and with a priest and bridesmaids and stuff. It said that she was like fed up with waiting for the wedding day because I guess he kept pushing it off. So she said like in the TikTok, like, if you don't do it right now, like we aren't gonna get married.
Did she film this little TikTok or
No, it
someone
was like
around them?
the TikTok caption's like, "Oh my god, I saw this at Target." It's like someone TikToking from afar.
Yeah.
So do you believe it was filmed by boymom_Ashley?
So with
and I watched it and like it kind of seemed real, but then kind of I was like, this seems like she brought a priest and everything, and also she was like mad in the video. She's like, "You've been waiting so long, so we're either gonna get married now or not get married at all." So my whole thing is like that has to be fake because can you imagine your wedding day being forced and also being in a bad mood? It's like that's not good for either party.
I don't know, but with the person filming the TikTok, I believe someone did film it and it wasn't like a setup thing just because everyone's always on their phones. Everyone's like wants to be TikTok famous. But with like this wife thing and her wanting to get married so fast, I feel like she was half joking. Or do you think
she brought a priest? She had a full-on wedding dress. She had
know.
friends as bridesmaids.
Or was it just to be a meme? I don't know.
I just don't. If it is true, I'm just confused about the thought process because, like I said, like he'll be in a Target uniform. Also, he's on the job, so like, can he really get married while working? He's trying to stock the shelves.
But then on a second thought, like some people just really want to be married,
and they don't even care if they're both in bad moods during the ceremony.
Yeah,
because they just want it to be. They just want to get married.
When I think about TV shows I've watched and stuff with the bad mood thing, it seems like a lot of people are in a bad mood planning their wedding, doing their wedding.
The whole thing is just one big bad mood.
Yeah, like if I'm gonna have a wedding, like I don't want to be in a bad mood, but it seems like so many people are in a bad mood.
Yeah, I think you're just so stressed out because, like, imagine, like, think of like when I think I had a 21st birthday where I actually invited, like, I tried to like throw a party and it just wasn't fun at all for me. Because I just hate the vibe of throwing a party.
Okay, yeah. So when I watch Housewives and stuff, and they have parties all the time, to me, I hate that vibe. But people love throwing parties. I'm down to go to a party.
For weddings, I know like people want to pick out everything, but maybe it should be something where like someone throws a wedding for you. So,
yeah, but then for that person throwing it, it's kind of annoying.
Well, they aren't the one getting married, so who cares?
That's true.
But it should just be like then the bride and groom or the groom and groom or the bride and bride, they go to the wedding and they just gonna have fun and they just gonna be surprised. Rather than being like, oh my God, what's going wrong?
Oh,
blah,
yeah.
Blah.
Oh, I think the
I
solution
guess people do
is...
hire a wedding planner, so my idea has already been done.
I think the solution, though, is just with these serious things that are usually taken seriously, like the weddings, and there's so many other things, funerals. Yeah. Why not just, like... make it kind of like it doesn't have to be perfect. It can it doesn't,
that's
like,
the thing.
Like the wedding doesn't have to be like I bite into the cake and then we do a flash mob and it goes viral on Facebook.
That's the thing, because going to weddings, like most of the weddings I've been to, people are just chill. But I've been to one wedding I can think of where people are really trying to make it perfect, and it just didn't have a fun vibe.
Yeah,
so
I think you just have to joke.
A show. This isn't like a romantic movie, like. You know what I mean? They're trying to make everything so perfect, and it just wasn't fun for anyone.
Yeah, I think. What you have to do is it's all a joke on the end of the
just
day.
Like, this isn't that big of a deal. Like, of course it's a big deal, but, like, who really cares if anything goes wrong?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, getting married is a big deal.
But the whole thing is, like, I can see being in a bad mood because, like, you're probably in the back of your mind if something did go wrong, you're like, okay, I paid $12,000 for something to go wrong.
Then also, like, I do get the bad mood, too, because it's like, I spent a year of my life doing this, so, like, if something does get messed up, I probably will.
Also, I bet you, like, towards the end of the night, you're probably thinking, like, okay, that was fun, but was it worth $70,000?
No, that's the thing
that's
about
like, you're
weddings.
Probably just like, I could have spent this on so many other things, and like, it wasn't even fun. So why am I doing this?
I have so many questions.
Hopefully, no one actually thinks that.
No, but I have so many questions because, like, with a wedding, like, that's why I feel like if I am gonna have a wedding, I'm just the type of person to be like, okay, well, doing this in a week, because if you plan something for that long, spend that much money, you can't have that much fun in a day. It's not possible, and I know it's not possible. So what's the point of over-exaggerating it? Let's just do it in a week and just have actual fun instead of fake fun. Yeah, because
that's like the whole thing with like New Year's, or people always say no one has fun on New Year's because you build it up so much.
Yeah, so we need to stop building it up and just and maybe not a week. That's way too much. But in 3 months, just say, okay, we're throwing a wedding. Yes, it's going to be fun, but it's not going to be like, I bite into the cake, you know? I don't know why that's a thing.
But it should just be lower your expectations.
Yeah.
So then anything that does happen, you're thankful for.
But if you plan it for a year, I think you're gonna have high expectations, is what I'm saying.
That's the awkward thing.
And I don't know really what to do about it. I'm not planning a wedding. I have no plans, but I'm stressed for the people that are.
Yeah.
I want to talk about how last week I had a dream about Mackenzie Ziagler.
Wait, which one's Mackenzie Ziegler?
The younger sister.
Not the Sia one.
No.
Oh, okay. You
So
had a dream about
Mackenzie
Ziegler?
Ziagler. Yeah. So Maddie Ziagler's younger sister, dance moms.
Okay.
For some reason I had a dream. So I kind of forgot the dream, but I wrote a note of it when I woke up. My note was, I had a dream Mackenzie Ziagler was worth $49 million something dollars from having a popular catchphrase from one of her songs. So in the dream, I actually do remember this. She had a song that was the song was popular, but she had a line she said in the song that somehow became so popular, and somehow she started making money off of it.
Damn.
And then I remember in the dream, I don't know if I was with her or if I just read an article, but I remember thinking, like, I'm so excited for her to be worth $50 million.
That's so funny in this dream. You were a supporter at least. You're like excited for her to get the bag.
But yeah, I don't know why. I'm just curious why I had a dream where, basically, in conclusion, the dream was I was excited for Mackenzie Ziagler to be worth $50 million from a catchphrase from one of her songs.
Oh my God. We did a whole podcast about dream analysis. I wonder what the dream analysis for this would be.
Yeah, like, do you think the analysis could be something positive, like I like supporting people?
Yeah,
and
I guess you didn't say, like, nothing bad happened in the dream, so I think it probably is just there isn't even a meaning. It's just, oh yeah, I'm down to support people.
But
And
why
you wish people
Mackenzie
supported you.
Ziagler? Make it depressing though. Yeah, I just really wanted to talk about that. But yeah, you think that's the dream analysis?
Yeah, probably just, yeah, I'm down to support. Maybe it's just you thought Mackenzie Ziegler would be worth more money by now than she is.
Or maybe the dream analysis is, I think people around me, because Mackenzie Ziegler in this dream is people that I'm close to, because in the dream I probably knew her or something. I think people around me should be like having more success or something.
Oh,
That's the dream analysis.
That is it.
That's it. That's my deep meaning.
We have another drama email. Should I read it?
Yeah.
They said, "Hey guys, I listen to your podcast almost every day." Wow, damn.
Thanks. Someone emailed us that they're on the 4th time of listening to every single podcast.
That is commitment. I feel like they know too much about us. Like, know every little, like they know too much.
Yeah, because sometimes when I listen to the podcast, I get annoyed at myself, but somehow
Oh yeah.
you guys listen.
You guys bring a lot of laughs and joy into my life, because my life hasn't been that great lately because of this tea. It has been 7 days and 1 week since I moved into my new apartment. My roommate, Kevin, literally called the police on me for not wearing a mask while I was putting away my groceries. He tried to get me evicted, called me a squatter, which is like when you don't pay rent and just live somewhere, and was trying to provoke me into fighting him physically. Okay. Well, if he was scared of the mask, like if you're trying to provoke someone fighting, like they're going to give you the corona if they do have it. So that was a good idea.
The only way it's safe, but even with this, it's not completely safe, is if you wear a mask while you're fighting.
But I didn't even think about this. I'm assuming this is like a college thing. So when you're in a college roommate, you both wear masks inside the apartment? I mean, I guess I get that because you're both going out into different areas, but is that a thing?
Yeah, so basically she was bringing in groceries and he was mad she
These
wasn't
are two
wearing a
guys.
mask. So he was mad he wasn't wearing a mask.
Yeah, so he tried to call the police. So
So
he said,
so I guess what you're saying is probably what happens. They
Yeah,
both
I
wear
don't
masks
know.
all the
It said it
time.
ended with the police coming. I was terrified because I'm black, so I was just terrified the police were coming.
Yeah.
And they said, but the police officers were hot, and I could tell one was gay, though he was the cop I didn't like. So there was 2 police officers, but they were hot, and one of them was gay. But the gay guy was still being mean.
And the guy that's telling the story is gay?
I'm guessing, because he said they were hot.
Oh, that's true.
They said the cops called my roommate a Karen, but they still nearly arrested us both. Because we live together, it's considered a domestic dispute. Well, this is getting complicated. They said it ended up being one of us had to leave for the night, so I left for my brother's. Now I'm looking for a new place to live because I don't want to have to get the police called on me because I wasn't wearing a mask in my own kitchen. Well, there's so many layers to
Okay,
unpack.
like this all started. Well, I guess so. Basically, this story is crazy to me.
I know,
I
so
didn't-
many different. That's why I had to include it because I felt like it's just so many twists and turns.
This
The cops
kind-
are gay, but they're mean. You think they're hot.
This kind of reminds me of 90 Day Fiance.
Oh,
And
that
the
sort of
reason
vibe.
why is because domestic violence.
I know,
And
they were in a domestic dispute.
yeah, so it kind of reminds me of 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, I guess I didn't even think. I mean, I didn't even think about like, oh, and if you're a roommate, like, do you both wear masks?
Yeah, so like I guess,
But then again, it's your own kitchen, so you're wearing a mask your whole time at home.
but also I'm on your side mostly because couldn't your roommate say, "Can you please put on your mask? I'm gonna come in here."
Yeah. Otherwise, this is the thing. I feel like.
Why did he call the cops
Also,
right away?
shouldn't there have been ground rules at the beginning being like, oh yeah, since we're like both in college going, who knows where both of us are going? It would pretty much this is a public space, even though it's our apartment. We both have to wear masks in the public spaces. Then you both could have agreed on it or whatever. But it sounds, from his story, it sounds like he went and he dropped the groceries
Yeah,
off at
I
the
feel
house.
bad for
and
him.
then the police were called immediately. That's what it sounds like from the story, which that is dramatic.
Yeah, and that's what I'm picturing. I'm picturing me coming home with groceries and then cops being called, being so scared.
Because like you said, the roommate could have just said like, oh, like remember the mask rule,
yeah,
instead of saying I'm calling 911.
I just hope you find someone to live, or like maybe you guys can still live there and find
Maybe this
an
will just be a-
agreement.
But then again, you don't really want to live with someone who's going to call the cops.
Yeah, he seems a bit dramatic.
Yeah. Good luck. 'Cause I don't really have any advice besides good luck.
Yeah, good luck, and yeah, I'm with you. Is what I want to say. That's a crazy story, though.
I know, literally.
I'm glad our podcast helped you a little bit in the grand scheme of things. So last week when I was watching YouTube, you know how there's ads before videos? Because YouTubers are greedy and they want to put ads before videos.
I have YouTube Premium, but yeah.
All right.
So it's ad free.
You know how like people like you put ads before videos, and like this podcast put ads before the video
Oh, yeah.
because they're greedy. I got an ad before a video, and I have to mention this because it's so funny. So you know those ads that are basically saying, we want, basically the message of these types of ads are saying, like, get rich fast schemes. Basically, it's just
Oh,
like
yeah.
if you follow my course, or I don't really know, I think it's a course. Usually, you can basically be a millionaire next year, quit your day job,
Oh, yeah.
and just fly on private jets all day.
But then it seems like the people who make these courses got rich from making the courses. So it's like, if I take the course, do I also have to make a course and sell it to people to become rich?
Yeah. So, and then if you signed up for the course, I'm assuming, I've never subscribed to one. It's basically saying you need to be an entrepreneur, like you need to create something. But just like you said, you created this, you became rich off of us subscribing to the
Yeah, that's what I've always
course.
wondered, even with like self-help people, how they're like, oh, I made a living for myself and you can too, but their job is writing self-help books. So it's like, oh, is a self-help book going to be about how to be a self-help book author?
Yeah. It does get weird.
It gets twisty.
So basically, I'm not even talking about that type of an ad. I like, that's just the premises or whatever. But this ad was even funnier than all the other ones because this guy was on a private jet with his dog.
Yeah?
Basically, the whole thing was he was flying on a commercial jet. Like Southwest American, whatever.
Poor.
Never done before. And he said that he had his dog. He was already up in the air. And the flight attendant said, oh, we need your dog to be a carry-on. So I'm assuming that means you need to put your dog in a cage and put him in the top thing.
No, because dogs have died from that.
Oh, so what do you think they mean by a carry-on? Like,
Maybe
just put him in a
underneath the seat?
cage?
Yeah, something like that.
And he said in the video, this is literally a 30-second ad, but I'm like just depicting it. He said, oh yeah, and I wasn't gonna listen to them. That's so mean to my dog. Which, I mean, that's right to believe that. Like, you can think that's mean, but he said he made the commercial jet turn around. A few hours later, he got a private jet, and now he's private jetting to his destination. But
Wait, what was the ad for?
Well, and then at the end he said, oh, and if you want to, so then at the end he said, and And I have a bunch of people that have done the same thing as me. We've become rich. So
I just have so many questions because he's on a commercial jet. So why didn't he just get a private jet in the first place if he's really that rich?
But my main thought is you're an asshole because if I was on the commercial jet, even if for 10 minutes in the sky, we have to land again.
That is
Just
annoying.
You already knew your dog was going to be a carry-on.
Yeah, maybe read the airline guidelines before you get on the plane, honey.
Yeah, and I'm guessing this whole story is fake, but in the case that it's real, I'm mad.
And also just like you're selfish. Do you not think about anyone else? They all have different connecting flights. Like you're making people miss their flights. This is their once-a-year vacation that you're ruining because you don't want to put your dog in a cage because you didn't read the gosh damn guidelines.
Yeah,
and now he's trying to sell a course to be like this?
I know, and that's what triggered me. I think it didn't trigger me that he did that because it's already like one annoying person. I guess there already is enough annoying people, but he's creating a course where it's how to be an asshole millionaire, and I'm annoyed by it.
Also, it's just like, I guess I'm confused even why that story was in the ad. Because it's like, I want to learn about how you built a company. It's like, I don't care how you act on a plane.
But it seems like whenever you get those ads, it's always someone saying, oh yeah, I'm pulling up to my mansion in a Rolls Royce if you want to do the same. Like I've had 1,000 other people do the same.
Oh yeah. It's like, we're all rich now, we take private jets.
Yeah, but basically, I'm just mad the plane had to turn around.
I've actually been on a plane once where that almost happened.
Why did it almost turn around?
We hadn't even taken off yet. We were starting to taxi to the runway to take off.
Okay.
And this guy said, I have to go pee. And the flight attendant said, you have to sit down. We're about to take off in like less than a minute. And he said, I really have to go pee. And he said, if you get up, we're going to have to turn the plane around and go back to the gate. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, just piss. If you're really going to get up right now and make us turn around the plane, I'm going to be so annoyed. But
How long?
Literally, he sat down luckily.
How much longer did he have to wait? Like 15 minutes?
Probably like 10 minutes. But it's like, just go pee before the plane.
But
I was luckily he didn't take it to the level of the guy that you're talking about because he actually was like, okay, I'll wait then. He didn't make us turn around.
Yeah. Do you think in this ad, do you think that actually happened or is it just a storyline he made up to make people subscribe to his course? Because to me, it doesn't make me want to subscribe, but obviously some people subscribed, I'm assuming.
YouTube ads are targeted to you based on your search history. So you've been like searching like douche stuff.
I think everyone gets those ads though.
I'm kidding, but yeah, they do. Apparently, they're catered.
Yeah, I'm always Googling how to get rich in a month. But yeah, that also like makes me think like, I guess what's the point of causing other people to get anxiety? But planes are scary. You're like stuck in a tube in the sky.
Literally in a metal tube.
Yeah.
If you're listening right now in the metal tube.
But yeah, if you're listening, you're gonna be safe. Hopefully.
Yeah.
You will.
Most likely. Well, thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, I guess this is the end of this episode.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Check out the Patreon below to, join the community.
Be a bro.
Join the bro community.
Okay, bye.
Bye.